Good morning, YouTube. How are you this morning? I'm not too bad. Not too bad at all. It is 10:30 a.m. Central Time, and I am in downtown Fort Worth on Commerce Street at the renovated Hampton Inn job site. When last we talked, I was unloading waiting to unload at Precision Wood, and I was there maybe about another 30 minutes tops, and then I headed over to Cone, where I was picking up this elevator and its parts. I got there at 11, about 3 hours before my appointment. It checked in, and they let me pull in and park, and they said they had everything staged and ready, but they would try, but they were running behind, just for whatever reason. I don't remember what he told me. Well, I ended up sitting there, and they ended up pulling me in at 1:45, about 15 minutes before my regular appointment, and then getting this thing on there. That took about 45 minutes. So it's just a really slow process, and then it took me another hour and a half to secure and tarp because of the way the load is shaped, and you got to be really careful when you're standing on it, because everything's real flimsy, and you got to make sure you stand on the wood and not the boxes themselves, and it's kind of convoluted. But 8-foot drop on the front, 4 foot in the back, and to cover the rails. And I was gone by about, I guess it was 4:45 p.m. And then I went parked the truck at Atomic and went home for the weekend. Really didn't do much this weekend. I was kind of being a homebody. Spent a lot of time playing Wildlands and watching television. My wife and my stepson went and helped her sister and her brother to move. I should have gone and helped them, but I just did not. Really wasn't feeling all that great, to be honest. Arthritis is setting in, and that cone job was kind of rough on me. But that's cool. I mean, they weren't gone all that long, and I had a few other things I needed to do as well. And then, of course, Sunday was Mother's Day, and I didn't really do anything for that except for talk to my mom and my stepmom, and then, of course, spend time with the wife. So that's it. I got up this morning at 5:30, almost 6, I think, and I headed in and got this load, and got over here at 8:30, about a half hour before my appointment. I ended up having to park down the block around the corner ways because apparently they had scheduled 3 trucks to be here today to deliver elevators. 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. Well, the 7 o'clock, everybody was on time, if not early. But they didn't start unloading the 7 o'clock until almost 8. And then it was 9:15, 9:20 when they started unloading the 8 o'clock. And of course, they haven't gotten to me yet. And I'm the last one, I think. So kind of just waiting. I've got the tarps off, got the securements are put away and everything. That was kind of... It was a chore. It's kind of windy down here today. It's that time of year, and but of course I'm doing it on Commerce Street. So if you want to look at the satellite view, you can see what it's like. Commerce Street's a relative two-lane or two-lane and a turn lane road through downtown, and we're parked against the shoulder on the back lane. And I had to pull my tarps off, drag them across the street, and fold them on the concrete in front of the convention center because there was nowhere else to go. And then I had to wedge myself in between the construction barricade and the truck itself to be able to roll up my straps so I didn't get hit by traffic. And of course, speed limit down here I think is 25 or maybe even 30, but people are doing 40, 45 through here. People just don't care. Construction sites everywhere, work zone, street repairs, all kinds of stuff going on. People just barreling through here. I got honked at twice for standing out next to my truck doing stuff. What's wrong with people? I just don't get it. It's just stupid. Well, I had a pre-plan, and not really. I don't. They took it away from me, and I'm kind of glad because it was a deadhead to down by Houston. Run empty down to Houston and pick up a load, head that to Louisiana. That would have really been a bad bad day. But they took it off of me because I need to go over to the Home Depot after I'm done here. The fleet trainer is still there with the mobile training center, and it's kind of interesting. We got a van with a driving simulator and a bunch of other stuff in it for field training, so I can go over and do my 53-foot trailer training. I'm gonna do that as soon as I get out of here, and then after that I got to go over to Dallas, over off Chalk Hill Road, and pick up a load of building materials. I'm not even sure what it is. I think it's lumber, and take that to RSI in Alexandria, Louisiana, due today or tomorrow. I would like to get it there today, but at the rate this is going, because I've already been here 2 hours, and it's going to be about an hour before they even get to me. Sorry about the light. Sun's reflecting off that truck. Probably maybe get about halfway there. And I need to stop somewhere and get a bulb fixed on my trailer. I'm having just horrible trailer issues. So that's pretty much where we stand for right now. Like I said, I'm not sure when I'm going to get out of here. But I'd like to apologize for the fact that you're getting a bunch of videos all at one time. I've been having problems uploading to YouTube, especially since I uploaded that drive video, Backwoods, Louisiana, last week. Something was wrong with the uploader that was attached to my account, and everything was timing out after about 12%. They got it fixed, so hopefully I can get those. Yeah, you have a bunch of stuff to watch, at least 2 videos right before this one. Of course, this one won't be published till later today, so that's where we stand at the moment. Like I said, I apologize. Sometimes it just doesn't work the way it's supposed to. Gotta love technology. Maybe they were hacked by that worm or whatever it's going around, malware thing is going around. I don't know. But until later. Good afternoon, YouTube. How are you this afternoon? I'm tired and I really haven't done anything all day, for the most part. It is 4:15 Central Time, and I'm in Dallas, Texas at Headwaters Concrete and Stone. It's off of I-30 in Westmoreland on Chalk Hill Road. When last we talked, I was waiting to unload in Fort Worth and get rid of that elevator. That did not go as well as I had hoped. As you know, I got there at 8:30, and they started unloading me at 1 o'clock. And I got out of there about 2:15. Sorry, dust is bothering my nose. It was a real mess. Like I told you, there was 3 trucks there. I was the third one. They had a 7 o'clock appointment, an 8 o'clock appointment, and a 9 o'clock appointment. They didn't start unloading the 7 o'clock till 8, and it was 10:30 when they started unloading the 8 o'clock appointment. Like I said, it was after 1 when they started unloading me. It was just a real mess. Just a mess. Once they were done, and while I was there, I ate twice on the taco truck that showed up. Once when I got there, breakfast, and then I ate again at lunch. Food was pretty good and cheap, but still, it was hot, miserable, and just not a very good experience. Not as good as the experience I had when I delivered down there to Texas A&M. Well, once I was done, I headed over to Grand Prairie and met with the fleet trainer in his little training van and did the 53-foot trailer training. It's more about securement than anything else, and specifically because these trailers are designed for us to be able to carry oversized loads up to 60 feet, which we do carry quite a bit of, rebar and I-beams, channel beams, stuff like that. All of it out of Midlothian, or most of it out of Midlothian, down there at Gerdau. And I guess it took about 30-35 minutes or so. It probably wouldn't have taken as long if we hadn't been, chatting as well while we were going through the training stuff. It's all pretty straightforward. There's a few things I didn't know, and I'll have to go over the training materials a couple times, especially when I do my very first oversized load. The big thing was the permits, trailer swing for the extension, the axle weights and things like that, and where to do securements. So we'll have to see how it goes. Once I was done with that, I headed over here. I got here at 4 o'clock. They closed at 5. They were thinking I wasn't going to show up, and I pulled around, and I've never been here before, so it took me a little bit to figure out where to go. He's putting the stuff on now, and it's cut stone and brick, decorative cut stone and brick, you know, for like walkways and paths and things like that. And that's going to RSI in Alexandria, Louisiana. I will not make it to Alexandria tonight. I'm hoping that he gets done quick and I get it secured quick. I have right at 5 hours available on my 14. And I want to be able to at least get to the Flying J in Shreveport before I shut it down for the night. Because I need a shower, mostly from just sitting and sweating. And I'm just tired. I want to get some sleep too. And they'll get there tomorrow. So that's pretty much it. Until tomorrow when I unload in Alexandria off I-49 in Louisiana. Keep the shiny side up, 73s. Be safe.